Lushan Fernandes, founder and team member of STARS, Spending Time and Reaping Smiles, a non-profit organization focused on visiting aged homes and children every month to create an essence of love and belonging in Goa. It is through their ever-increasing volunteer base and activities that they aim to help people make a difference to the underprivileged in society, especially elderly women and children. We wanted to find out more about STARS, what it takes for her to do and succeed at this endeavor, and about women's issues from her perspective.
I joined Jetaways, and that's when I started my career. I was based in Mumbai, and then after 3 years I joined Gulf Air, which was an international airline. My flying experience with these airlines taught me to appreciate what you do and to even have empathy for people traveling. Then I came back to Goa because my dad was not keeping too well, and I joined Flying Fin. I was the aviation instructor for the Panjim and the Margao branch. I also joined People Pro. It is a value-based education organization, and I was a value education teacher here in Goa. It helped me to understand children's minds and how much value education is needed here. Now I'm full-fledged with STARS, and the concept of STARS is to do the same homes so that we build a bond and create a relationship with the ones we visit. Right through my childhood, my grandparents used to take me to aged homes, and the people there were so lonely. They would hug me, they would call me their grandchild, and that really touched me because I understood and I felt the love that they had and the loneliness that they felt. In 2013, I had a realization that this is something that I wanted to start because I used to visit homes with my family, but it is not the same when you do it on your own or with your family and you do it as a community. So I started STARS. The full form of STARS is Spending Time and Reaping Smiles. The whole purpose of it was to spend time in the homes and make the people you visit feel like they are family to you and you are family to them. It was just something that I had in my head. I wanted to do. I wanted to reach out. I wanted to have more visit to the homes, but I wanted to create a platform also because everyone's really busy and career oriented in today's world, and I wanted to create a platform that would give others the opportunity to also visit homes, and we do it together as a community. In aviation, we have unaccompanied minors that travel, that's children traveling on their own. We have wheelchair passengers, be it sick or be it old, and we are taught to give them special care, take care of them, and deal with anxieties or stress that they may go through when traveling. So that is something that I learned and I used to apply, and I love doing it. So yes, that helped me learn empathy and compassion for the passengers then, today for the work I do. And dedication. Dedication because we all have busy lives. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter. I have responsibilities in various fields, but yet through my busy world, I have to make time to reach out to someone else. Whatever you do, you need to do it from your heart. You need to be passionate about what you do. And that's one of the main things you need to be a volunteer with STARS. We started visiting the homes, children and aged homes. We noticed that when we first visited them, there was a lot of distance between us and the people we visited, and a lot of them in the homes kept thinking, okay, these are people who are just coming to visit and we won't see them again. But when they noticed that every month we kept coming back, that's when they started opening up and they started being more acceptable to us, and they were more positive and happy to see us, and that kind of encouraged us to keep visiting them. And today we're still visiting the same homes, and we are like family to them, and they are like family to us. When it comes to children homes, we have started certain programs like football, dance, singing, to help them pursue talents that they may have. And when it comes to aged homes, we are there just to hold their hand, to give them a hug, to talk to them. So it definitely makes a big difference to them, and it gives us immense joy to do something like this for others, go out of our comfort zones and our busy life to actually make others happy. In 2016, 2017, we collaborated with the Rotary Club of Panjim Riviera, and a whole year we worked with children and aged homes. We did various projects, right from football coaching, dental and medical checkups. We celebrated Children's Day, and even during the National Dan Utsav celebrations, we took children from 7 different homes for a movie, MS Dhoni movie, just to encourage them to pursue their dreams. This year, 2017-2018, we are working with the Senior Citizens Guild, which is at YMCA, and they come for our visits. They help us conduct activities for the children, they talk to the children, and that's so much needed, because seniors talking to children and children hugging seniors, it's filling the void. I would love for families to look after their parents, but not to be judgmental. If they're there, we should be there for them. Visiting aged homes, a lot of the ladies there are very lonely and depressed, and some of them are also told that they would be taken back home by their families, so they're so anxious for their families to come back. And when we see them like that, it really kind of hurts us and it depresses us as well. And some of the volunteers choose not to visit aged homes for this very same reason, but I try to encourage them and tell them that we should not judge the reason that they're there, but we should just be there for them because they're sad. So that's what we do. Yet some volunteers find it really hard to do that, so they choose to visit children's homes instead. Children homes as well, there are a lot of children out there who are so needy for love, and parents struggling in today's world to make ends meet. So if we have time and we spend time with them, they will turn out to be better children with the values that they learn from us. We cannot solve all the problems that people face, but we are there to help the ones that go through it. The toughest job is definitely sometimes you need funds for certain projects because you want to better people's lives, and you're restricted with what you have. Time is the next, because as much as we would like to give more time, we cannot be everywhere doing everything. So we need more dedicated volunteers to come so that our reach is bigger and better. And the third thing is, after you visit these homes, you need to sometimes unwind, shake the feeling off, because the sadness, the loneliness, or their problems rubs onto you, and you have to get back to reality, to your own zone and your own life, and you need to shake that off. It takes me time. I need at least 1 or 2 hours when I get home to be by myself, do my own thing without having to say anything. Of course, I get in the routine of doing my chores in the house and my responsibilities, but I don't like to talk about the visit for at least 2 hours till I am emotionally stable, and then, if you ask me how was the visit or how did it go, I'm okay to talk about it. But for those 2 hours, I just need to be by myself. One touching personal experience that I encountered was, we did a Christmas drive once where we asked people to give their old Christmas decorations, and we collected all of those things, and we personally, with other volunteers, went and decorated the aged home ourselves, and the ladies also came and joined us, helped us, and it was like a true Christmas spirit. It was like we were decorating our own house. And after we finished, 2 of the ladies came to me, they caught my hand and they said, this is the first time it truly feels like Christmas. And looking at the tears in the eyes, it touched my heart to realize that sometimes we are so wrapped up in preparing our own home and our own selves for Christmas that we forget the others who are lonely and, who have no one to do that for them. So yeah, I think that was really, really touching, and I realized how much of a difference we could make in other people's lives by just doing simple and small things. It does not take me away from my family, but my family understands what I do, and they realize that I'm so connected with stars, that I feel these things, and they realize how important it is. And I think once a week visiting a home is not too much to ask. And out of that, in the home, in the month that we visit, we have 2 visits that are in the mornings when my children are in school, and 2 of the visits which are in the evenings. So I spend as much time as possible with my kids during the week. But it's when we come back and we are emotionally upset. If we are emotionally upset when we hear sad stories during the visit, that we need that time to shake it off. Whether it's men or women, I think each one has their own personality and their own thing to contribute to it. Yes, we do have a lot of female volunteers compared to the male volunteers, but I think, the more dedicated volunteers we have is what is important. I definitely think that the women face more of the abuse only because the expectations of women are much higher. And when women do not meet those expectations, they are looked down upon. Secondly, in Goa and India, society expects women to behave in a particular way, which if they don't, they're not regarded as part of the society. So a lot of them have to run away from home, or they have to go to shelter homes in order to be protected. So yes, women do face much more than men, and I'm sure even the viewers would agree, because a lot of times you tell your children, or you tell them that you're a girl, and if you do this, you'll be looked upon like this, but you don't tell your sons or the boys that. So it starts right from there, and then as you grow up, there are higher and higher expectations on women. So yes, I think we need to just accept everyone, be it male or female, for who they are, and accept what they can do to the best of their abilities. I definitely feel that they can step up, because even if you visit the homes, it is not the way one would like to live in. And when I say that, it's because a lot of times The government homes are homes where there's no one else to look after them, and so they're kept there. It's not by choice. And I think if they have better facilities and better homes, if one chooses to go there, they would enjoy their time there better. So they definitely need to step up when it comes to aged or children homes. They need to offer better facilities to them so that they can enjoy the life while they are there in that shelter home. Even the homes for destitute women are really sad, and I think they have to step up in every way that they can to give them more opportunities to better their life. Women face being stared at, and if you go to a lot of the tourist places or crowded areas, you will experience, someone touching you or groping you, and I think that is really not acceptable. Women should not have to consciously look over their shoulder to see who's next to them or who's touching them. And you experience that in Goa and India a lot. So I think that is something that the government, and the officials need to look at, where women can feel more safer to even be by themselves. And even if they are wearing things that others don't think are appropriate, they should feel protected. You should look at women, in a way like you would look at your sister, or it's somebody else's sister, it's somebody else's daughter. Don't look at them as a sex object. And I think you need to be more open-minded when you go around in public. Respect somebody else's space and somebody else's views and somebody else's dress sense. Don't judge them by that. I think we need to be more open-minded with regards to that. I used to love the Oprah Winfrey shows because I felt that she really encouraged women to believe in themselves, and she encouraged women to come out of their comfort zone and explore their talents and explore what they can do in life, irrespective of the personal challenges they may face. And I think that is really motivating and really positive, and we should have more people like that here in our country also, who help to uplift women and support them. I also like Mother Teresa, who worked in India itself, picked up people from the street, picked up children, educated them, looked after them, the sick, the old. Being in this field, I know how hard that is. As much as we visit them, sometimes working like that is something unimaginable. And I really, really respect her for that. At this time, I would like to talk about a particular girl who has achieved so much, but a lot of us don't know her. She's a girl from Maharashtra who's just about 21 years old. I know her through one of the dance instructors who coaches in one of our children's homes. It's his sister, Merlin DeMello. She's paralyzed waist down, and yet she's an ace swimmer. She has won about 21 gold medals, 10 silver medals, 2 bronze at district, state and national level. But the sad part here is she has absolutely no support from the government or any sports authority. She has no coach to train her, because apparently every time she had a coach, they fell short of training disabled people. So she has done it on her own, and she continues to do it on her own. She doesn't have any monetary support either. She doesn't have any dietitian. She doesn't have anyone to guide her through this process. She just has a family who's supporting her and the will to make it. And I think that is one of the biggest achievements that one could have when they are all alone, striving through something with bigger challenges, and yet they are winning so much. I think we should start small by believing in ourselves first. We should not look at people who are judgmental or who may say negative things. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to make a difference in even a small way that you can. Start with your family, go out to your society, and then to homes, because I think we have a lot to give, and to women compassion comes naturally. So I think you can build on that. As much as I support Women's Day, and I love the fact that they chose 1 month in the year to focus on women, their achievements, challenges and issues, I think it is an ongoing problem that has to be looked at all year round, because it is not something that's going to go away maybe just for March, but it is something that is going to be there all year round. And I think these are very big problems that are surfacing now, and you can look at the numbers of how many of these issues are coming up, and it's really sad, because if this continues, no woman is going to be safe in India. So we need to curtail this right now. We need to make our women feel more safe. Men should stop staring at women or touching or brushing through. I know a lot of men, they are so respectful and so kind and so helpful to women, but there are a lot of men out there who aren't. So we need to educate them. We need to support our women in public. If you've experienced something like this and some woman getting a harassment in some way like this, we need to stand up and support them, because at the end of the day, if we don't support somebody who's going through this, it could happen to us someday. Feminism is an ideology that tries to bring about equal rights. So they are fighting for women's rights. And the whole purpose that it has evolved, and I think, it's important, is because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, this is still a male-dominated society in some of the ways. When we talk about children or we talk about families, you always think that the woman has to stay back home and the woman has to look after children, or the woman has to make sacrifices and the male have to be the bread earners. Yes, this idea is changing, and a lot of people have already gone out of that zone, but there's still a lot of people that haven't. And I think that this feminism movement is something that is helping to bring about that change. With regards to the #MeToo, it is an eye-opener created to all the people who think that they don't believe that women need their rights, or that we are so protected and safe in our country. It is an eye-opener to them to say, well, this many women have gone through this, and it could be tomorrow, it could be your daughter, your sister that could go. It can be something as small as a man staring at you, or somebody just brushing past you in public, but it starts there. I think if I had to choose just one particular thing that has changed my life as a woman, I would definitely say childbirth, because that is something that you cannot understand no matter how much someone tells you about till you actually experience it. Being pregnant, having children, or even adopting children, your life changes drastically, because you have people who are dependent on you. You have to, even if you make life choices, you have to think about how it's going to affect them. With pregnancy and childbirth, your body changes in ways that you never dreamt of. So yes, that is, I think, the biggest thing that you experience as a woman. And to a certain extent, it does curtail your freedom, because you cannot be the woman that you were before you experienced that. A wish, wow. I guess if it's a wish, I would like all women or all females, be it a girl child, youth, or a full-grown woman, to have a superpower that they can use when they feel threatened, abused, that they could just bring that superpower out and protect themselves. Because I think then the men would think twice, before they actually stare or touch a woman. Because I think this is one of the biggest problems, that the women can't take care of it themselves. So I think I would wish for that superpower. I would like for stars to grow with regards to more volunteers, more people reaching out, helping in whatever way they can, dedicating their time, and actually spending time and helping the children that are in homes to be better human beings, better adults, with the ideology that if they are going to be the citizens of our country tomorrow, not only our children, but even the children in homes are going to be better human beings that's going to bring about that change in our country. For stars, I look at starting programs like, be it educational or skill set, to help them, the underprivileged children, to recognize their talent, skills, and to do something about it. So we've already started with football programs and dance programs and even singing programs in children's homes. But I would like to take that a step forward, even for children who want to pursue their education or learn a skill set, so that they can use that to have a brighter future. The people of Goa can either come together as a volunteer, even if you have a busy life, if you can volunteer your time even once a month and dedicate that time to a particular home that you can choose, that would help make a difference. Those who cannot give their time can come together and say that they would like to help certain projects, so that those children or those ladies or aged people can get the facilities or what is required, so we can together make a difference. I would like to tell the women viewers, believe in yourself. And I know that sometimes personal challenges that women face can be really hard, and it can be a really big challenge, and it can be very depressing at times when you don't meet those expectations. But don't let it affect you. Believe in yourself, because every woman has some good in them that they can bring about a change. So find that good thing, believe in yourself, and if you're not happy with your life, find ways to make it better.